Welcome to Graded, where hype gets humbled and value gets spotlighted. Today, we're grading Chunk of Gold, and while he's not flashy, not famous, and not favored, he's got one thing going for him. He might be on the money at 30-1. Let's start with what he isn't. He isn't a win machine. He's got just one win to his name, and he's made a habit of running second again and again. He's that horse who shows up, does the work, and then watches somebody else get the photo. But that doesn't mean he's not dangerous. In fact, that makes him exactly the type of grinder who can pick up the pieces when the chaos hits, especially in a race like the Derby. You know what he does? He passes tired horses. That may sound like a backhanded compliment, but it's not. That's a weapon in the Derby. When speed horses start folding turning for home, Chunk of Gold will still be running. He's not going to be near the lead early. He's not going to be in the mix at the half mile. But when the rest of them are gasping, this horse will be hitting his best stride. Now, let's get to the wild card, the wet track. That's the real question mark. If the rain comes, and all signs say it might, what happens? We don't know. He hasn't proven himself on off-going, and some horses just don't take to it. But here's the thing, at 30-1, you can afford that kind of question. You're not betting him to dominate, you're betting him to survive, to keep coming when others don't, and maybe to get a big piece late. And while he may not scream winner, he does scream underneath. Second, third, fourth. He's a try-and super player's dream. He doesn't need the perfect trip. He doesn't need the lead. He just needs a little pace up front, and this year's Derby has that in spades. There are at least 5 or 6 front end types ready to go way too fast, way too early. That sets it up for a horse like Chunk of Gold, a grinder with a little bit of stamina and a whole lot of try. He's not the type that wins the Breeders' Cup. He's the type that spoils tickets. And at 30-1, you're getting paid for the risk. You're betting on chaos, and if Churchill Downs turns into a war of attrition, Chunk of Gold is exactly the kind of horse who picks off the bodies and sneaks onto the board. Final grade, OTM, he is on the money. He's no superstar, but he's got a super chance to outlast the flameouts. This is the Derby, and strange things happen. When the dust settles, don't be shocked if Chunk of Gold is still running and cashing your ticket. This is grade it where hype gets humbled, and 30-1 shots get respect.